What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you this morning. I'm actually using the YouTube webcam capture device on YouTube. We'll see if this works pretty well. For some reason, my Logitech software on my C920 is not working out too well today, so having some issues. But sorry, I gotta get some coffee. It's pretty early in the morning. I just woke up a little bit ago, getting ready to go to work. Just want to make this quick. Probably a little ramble video here. Basically, just a couple of thoughts and things that are going on. Getting close to 300 subs, which is pretty cool. I just hit 250 like a week ago, so that's pretty awesome. You guys are finding the channel, coming by, and leaving some comments and enjoying the videos, hopefully. Probably going to be working on a new channel trailer. I think I've actually come a pretty long way since I started in terms of the just overall video quality and things like that. So starting to play around a little bit with editing software, trying to put in some music and some other things, some little text pieces here and there. Just trying to play around with it right now. I may do a little bit more in depth in some of my other videos. So we'll see. I'm always trying to improve and add some new things, and I'm learning quite a bit as I go. So it's been a pretty fun experience so far on YouTube. Anyways, we'll see. I did get a new headset. This is a Logitech HD5 something, I believe. So eliminated the buzzing noise I was getting with the other set that I bought. I think that other set was just probably too cheap, and I should have just bought a more expensive one like this one. From the get-go, you guys just saw the cat run by in the background. That's one of the reasons I don't have an open mic, because a lot of times she will jump up here and start meowing, and gets really aggravating. But hey, we love our animals. Anyways, guys, what I wanted to talk about today actually is I am thinking about, actually no, I'm probably just going to go ahead and get one, a PlayStation 4. Probably going to try to pick one up this weekend, possibly. It is payday this week, so I've been saving up a little bit for quite a while actually to get a PS4, because quite honestly I am getting a little tired of my Xbox One. For a lot of reasons. And I think what kind of swayed me a little bit was even the most recent stuff coming out about Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Apparently it appears they are going for PlayStation 4 as their exclusive platform now, possibly, as a lot of the guys who got to go out and take a look at the Black Ops 3 stuff said that they tested it and showed it and were playing on PlayStation 4. So that's pretty interesting, considering Xbox has always been the Call of Duty sort of exclusive side. But you know, I don't like to be a console fanboy. I'm not one of those guys. I don't, try to say one's better than the other. But I think we all know, obviously, that PlayStation 4 has the better technical specifications than the Xbox One. And I think Microsoft really screwed the pooch big time when they first were announcing and released Xbox One. With all their crazy policies they tried to start off with. And, of course, a lot of people did not like that, were not very happy with it. And, of course, they had to change all of it. That they had a bad taste in the consumer's mouth from the get-go, so that didn't really help them. And they also, I think they got away from what they should have. It's about gaming. It's what consoles are for. It's not about watching Netflix or, watching Blu-rays or the TV or any of that other stuff. And I think they tried to really package Xbox One too much as a sort of a family box console you would stick on your television. If I want to do all that, I got a computer. I've got a Blu-ray player that plays Netflix and YouTube and Pandora and all that other stuff. I don't need my video game console to do that. So I think they just made a lot of marketing mistakes, and the problem is all Sony really had to do was just show up and not screw it up, and they were going to win this so-called console war. But of course, I don't like to use that term. If we play games, we play games. It doesn't matter what console you enjoy, you're a gamer, and that's all that really counts to me. I don't care what console you enjoy. If you like PC games, whatever, everybody should just be happy and play what they want. And I get so sick of seeing all these 12 and 13-year-old kids arguing on the internet all day about, oh, you're like Xbox, you suck, and just all the stupid crap that gets thrown around with the console wars. That having been said, I think I'm finally at the point where I'm going to jump back over to Sony. I have actually always kind of been an equal opportunity console owner. I had both the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Played a lot more on my Xbox 360. I actually still have it, thankfully, because quite honestly, my Xbox One has been a huge disappointment. Little backstory on why I actually bought the Xbox One. I PS4 was sold out everywhere within like 400 miles of me when it came out, and I wanted to get Titanfall. I got suckered in by Titanfall. I was looking for that new first-person shooter, and Titanfall looked pretty cool. So, unfortunately, it turned out to not be so cool. It was a really fun game for like the first couple of weeks I played, and then all of a sudden I just kind of realized, it's pretty much just Call of Duty with mechs and jetpacks and wall running. And it didn't boil down to be that great. The maps were really too big for the team sizes they allowed in it, and I just got really bored of it really quick. I'm still looking for that first-person shooter game that's going to really redefine the genre like Halo Combat Evolved did so many years ago. But anyway, so that's why I got it. It was like $359 at the time, and I traded in my PS3, one of my PS3s that I had. I kept my Xbox 360 because I just have so many games on it that I enjoy, like all the old Halo games, Mass Effect series, to name a few. So I hung on to the 360 and traded in the PS3 and got a pretty good deal on it. So in the end, I only ended up paying like $115 for the Xbox One. So I felt like I got a pretty good deal. Well, here we are. I've had it for over a year, and I will honestly say I play my Xbox 360 a lot more than I do on my Xbox One. The only thing I really play on Xbox One is Destiny and a couple of indie games I've downloaded. I did get the new Wolfenstein. That was pretty fun, and I've been trying to play Borderlands, but quite honestly, I'm pretty bored of Borderlands already. And so I've actually gone back, and I'm on my Xbox 360 again, playing some Mass Effect, playing some other games, and it's just really, I don't know, I really wish I had bought a PS4, or just ordered one and waited, because I was too lazy. I didn't want to wait for it to get here a couple days, so that's why I bought the Xbox One. And yeah, so far it's been a disappointment. Hardware-wise, too, it's starting to give some really crazy problems. Like, I have to hard reset it at least 2 or 3 times a week now. It either will say it won't recognize my Xbox profile, it won't load Xbox Live, disconnects from the internet all the time, and I basically just have to pull the plug on the back of it and put it back in. And it gets really aggravating. So I just had a lot of hardware problems with it. There aren't a lot of games out really either for either system that I like, and that's one of the reasons I've waited a while to buy a PS4, but there's some games coming out this year. I think it's No Man's Sky. That looks really intriguing. That's probably one of the games I'm looking most forward to this year. Also, like I said, it seems if even Call of Duty is going to go for PlayStation 4 type exclusivity, that pretty much is the last, kind of the last straw for Xbox. It seems that, PS4 just has the better technical aspects. None of the games coming out for Xbox One are 1080p or any of that. The graphics, look a little bit better on the PS4 from the comparisons I've seen. So probably finally they're going to just pull the trigger and buy a PlayStation 4 this weekend because of future titles coming out. Not really for anything that's out right now. And in terms of Destiny, I don't know if I'm going to get it yet for PS4. You guys know I'm fairly critical of Destiny in a lot of my videos. I do really enjoy the game. Don't get it wrong. I just see a lot of potential with the game that's not realized, and that's why I tend to be really critical of it. I'm a very old school gamer. I know what Bungie is capable of with their Halo series, which is one of the best gaming series of all time, and they're just not living up to that with Destiny so far. They make a lot of baffling decisions with it. The game's very watered down, and it's very appealing to a younger generation who doesn't like a lot of complication and a lot of story in their games, but it doesn't really appeal to me too much. However, I do enjoy the mechanics. I enjoy the Crucible PvP most of the time, and there's some, we got a new expansion coming, which hopefully is going to breathe some new life into the game. I'm not super excited about it, but I've already paid for it, so I'm going to at least hang with it through House of Wolves. We know we've got the Taken King DLC, which supposedly is going to be coming out in September, which is going to add a whole bunch of new story missions and other stuff to the game, so we're going to see how that is. But basically, the reason I would not buy it for PS4 yet is that I don't want to regrind everything over again. I have 3 characters on Xbox One, all level 30 or higher, that I've put a lot of time into. Not a lot as a lot of other YouTubers, but as much as I can. I do have a job. I have to work most of the time during the day. But I don't feel like redoing the grind again on another system, especially if I'm going to probably stop playing the game after House of Wolves. Because quite honestly, I'm on the fence 50-50 right now. If House of Wolves comes out and it's like the Dark Below again and it's like enough content to keep me occupied for 2 weeks, then I don't know if I'm going to keep playing Destiny, because I'm looking for some story and PvE improvements in the game, and they just don't seem to be focused on that. They seem to just be focused on this, co-op aspect and just the same, this repetitive thing. It's like, Prison of Elders looks cool, and they're like, oh, it's not repetitive, but it is. It's the same thing every time you play it. You're going through five stages of the Horde mode or whatever, which is already all over the game. And it's like I think after a couple of weeks, people are just going to realize, okay, so we played through all the content. What are we going to do till September? And that's kind of what everybody said in December was like after 3 weeks. Okay, we're done with Dark Below. What are we going to do until House of Wolves comes out? And then they pushed House of Wolves back a couple months, and it's like, why did we push this back when we're not getting a raid and it's just another repetitive event? So we'll see. I'm going to wait and see it now. If House of Wolves is good and it's enough to keep me around in the game, then I probably will just switch over and get Destiny for PS4 and then probably maybe get rid of my Xbox One. I'm going to hang on to it now, obviously, because of Destiny. But that's kind of another interesting thing. I went over to GameStop, and they were offering $180 for my Xbox 360. That was really tempting. It was very tempting to make that deal, because then I would have been able to get a PS4 for, I think, under $200 at that point. Well, close to it. It would have been about $200. And man, I was torn. But I kept thinking about it. I said, you trade in the Xbox 360, you're not going to be able to play Mass Effect 2 or 3. You're not going to be able to play Halo, all the old Halo games. So yeah, I just can't do it. I have too much nostalgia. And like I said, I play my Xbox 360 a lot more than my Xbox One. Now, my Xbox One, they're not even willing to give me like $150. I thought that was pretty hilarious and also pretty indicative of the current status of the consoles, because they are offering more for the last generation Xbox than they are for the new generation Xbox. And what that tells me is a lot of people are in the same boat as me, is basically there's no games out for Xbox One they're even interested in. And more people are going back and playing 360. They probably traded their 360 in when they bought their Xbox One, and now they're like, oh crap, I should have kept my old games, my old system, because it's better. So now they are putting a premium on selling those Xbox 360. So they want more of those in inventory. So they're offering, like I said, it was $180 for Xbox 360 with no games or anything else. I mean, if I traded in a bunch of games, I probably could have got $200 for it, but not ready to quite make that jump just yet. I was lucky enough to have PS3 and Xbox 360, so I got rid of the PS3 because I wasn't playing it anymore, and glad I kept the Xbox 360. So probably hang on to that for a little while. But yeah, I think the Xbox One's days are numbered because, like I said, just not a great system overall, to be honest. Now, I actually did enjoy things with the Kinect early on. The Xbox Fitness was really great, and there's some other cool stuff you can do with it. And the apps on it are cool, but like I said, I've got a Blu-ray player and a television that does all that stuff. I don't need that on my gaming console, and that's why I bought it. I bought it to play video games, not to do other stuff. So I think basically probably going to be picking up a PS4 this weekend, and I don't know. Got to find some new games to play, because Destiny obviously is about it right now for me. I got to find, I'm going back and playing some older games, but Witcher 3 looks interesting. I haven't played any of that series, so I don't know if I'd be able to jump in and pick that up, but I may have to finally bite the bullet and get Dragon Age Inquisition. I've been debating for the last few months, because that's just, a game like that just requires so much time to play. Like, I remember Mass Effect, I sunk so much time into those games. And, running this YouTube channel, I want to make sure I'm covering a broad variety of games and other things. I don't want to just, even though I am primarily doing Destiny, since that's what's out right now, what I'm really playing, I don't want to get bogged down in one game and not be able to play a lot of games. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So maybe this week later on we'll get an unboxing video. You'll see me getting a PS4, hopefully. And other than that, I'm going to try to continue on with the Mass Effect playthrough series, also some Destiny sprinkled in here. Probably not going to be much Destiny between now and the 19th, because obviously House of Wolves is not going to be out yet. But when House of Wolves comes out, that week, it's actually funny, I do have company coming to visit, so I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot after Thursday that week. But so what I'm going to try to do is just do like a blitz of videos, probably on Tuesday. I'm hoping I can work from home that day. I do have a home office. I'm very lucky in that aspect, so sometimes I can work from the house, and I'm hoping I'll be able to work from home that day or two And basically, I'm going to take my character, at least one of them, I'm going to run through everything. I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that's in the House of Wolves. I'm going to show you all the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the reef. I'm going to go to the tower, give you guys a breakdown of all the brand new gear, all the brand new guns that you can buy, all the brand new armor you can buy. I'll do it on all 3 characters, my Titan, Warlock, and my Hunter, so you guys can see what it all looks like, see what you might be interested in. Hopefully you guys have been saving up those marks to buy stuff. You're not going to need commendations anymore, which is great. But I'll try to give you guys something like that so you can see all the new gear right away, and then I'm going to try to at least play through the story missions the first day it's out so that you guys can see what's there in terms of the story content. And then probably get into maybe some Prisoner Elders on the level 28 with the matchmaking. I do have a couple people in the clan I might be able to jump on with for level 32, but not right away, so that probably just give you guys a look at the 28, maybe the new Strike playlist as well. Probably not going to be playing much Trials of Osiris because none of my clan people or my friends really play PvP in Destiny, and I'm not very good. I just actually broke even 1.0 on my Titan after a very long journey from 0.3 KD. I really put a lot of work into improving PvP. My Hunter and my Warlock, I'm both over 1.1, but still the people that are going to be in Trials of Osiris are going to be your MLG pros who are just going to destroy everybody. And I think it's just going to be kind of funny because a lot of people on the forums think they're going to run in there with like their 1.4 and 1.5 KDs and compete. But if you look at the overall stats on the top of the Destiny PvP leaderboards, like the elite players, I mean, there's some guys up there with like thousands and thousands of kills who are like 6.0 KD average, which is ridiculous. I think I got that in one game one time when I went like 30 and 5 or something like that, and I got really lucky. But that's the average for a lot of these players. So they're pre-mays in these clans that play PvP are just going to wreck people in Trials of Osiris. And so I'm going to stay out. It's the elite PvP. I'm not elite at PvP. I'm just trying to get decent at it. And I don't know, maybe someday we'll jump in there and play. But other than that, that's what the plan is for House of Wolves. So you guys know what's going on with that. I'll probably be able to jump on and play a little bit at night that week, but like I said, I'm going to have company in. I'll be actually staying here in this room. This is my guest room. The room I sleep is on the other side of the apartment. This is like the game room, and so when I have company over, my family comes to visit, I stay in here because I like to stay up late. I'm a night owl anyways, stay up late and play games, so I will stay in here so that I can shut the door, and I got my surround sound chair here with a headphone jack so I can just game as loud as I want. Nobody can hear me, and I got mini fridge over here, so I got to do a gaming setup video, show you guys my little gaming spot here in the corner of my my little guest room here, and let you guys get a look at that. We'll probably try to get maybe that up this week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just kind of rambling now. Trying to think of anything else. But yeah, so House of Wolves, I'll try to get you guys all that stuff the first day it's out. Try to get as much as I can uploaded on that Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll see what we can do. Other than that, I do have some games, honestly, on 360 I still need to... I bought on Xbox Gold. I got Gears of War 3 and Deus Ex Machina. I need to go in and play those. I haven't even touched them, and I bought them for like $4.99 a piece, so still got a lot of games to get to on 360, which is funny, since I'm on Xbox One, but that's about it, guys. Hope you guys, Monday, I got to get going to work here in about an hour, so I'm just trying to pound some coffee here and get ready to go, and a full day ahead, and it's going to be 90 degrees outside today. The weather is absolutely insane. We did not even have spring. It was like in the 40s. We had snow, what was it, about 2 weeks ago at the end of April. We still had snow. It was in the 40s, and then all of a sudden this last week it shot up into the 80s and 90s, and then tomorrow it's going to be back down in the 60s. So weather's been crazy, but I'm going to try to get out there today and not burn up, hopefully. But hope you guys are having a good Monday so far. Hope you have a great week. Just wanted to catch you guys up. Sorry for the really long ramble session video this morning, but wanted to kind of give you guys an update on what's going on. That's pretty much it, guys. Anyways, guys, Techno Viking 23, and I will see you again next time.